This afternoon, I spoke to Katie Schmucker from the Joseph Rowntree Foundation and Josie Barlow, the manager of Bradford Central Food Bank. I asked Katie what's driving the rising cost of living.
So what we're seeing is some really high prices for food, for energy, and these are things which take up a large proportion of low-income families' budgets. But that situation's made worse by the fact that people on low incomes are finding that they simply don't have enough to be able to make ends meet. So they're experiencing constant pressure from rising prices, but they also simply don't have enough income. And clearly, those two things, when you put them together, the result of that is more people being dragged deeper into poverty.
Our research shows that if you live alone and you're on a low income, you're going to be particularly badly hit going forward.
Yes, so we saw a package of support from the Chancellor today to help people with energy bills, but it's £350 that's going to go to an awful lot of people in the country. It's not particularly well targeted support, and the amount is not enough to protect people from severe hardship. We know energy bills are going to go up by around about £700, £350. Clearly, that's only about half of the amount. And for a person who lives alone, is on a low income, we estimate that once they've paid for their housing costs, once they've paid their rent, £2 in every £5 that they have are going to be being spent on their energy bill. And that clearly is just not sustainable. It squeezes out the ability to be able to cover those other essential costs in life.
That really is a staggering amount. Josie, coming to you now, what are people saying to you? Do you think there's an increase in people struggling at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. People are coming into food bank every day, really just struggling to survive on just trying to feed their families or put food on the table, heat their houses. We are definitely seeing more and more people just saying they literally just can't manage on the universal credit that they're on at the moment.
What are they saying the main problems are for them?
Well, I think if you look at just literally how much money people have, so a single person on universal credit gets £323, but then most people are paying back an advance payment. Some people have to pay service charges on their property, and then so you can end up with like £50 or £60 a week left for everything. So council tax, water, phone, TV license, and then fuel and food as well. And it literally just doesn't. It just doesn't work now. It's just not working.
What do you say to people when they're coming to you with these problems?
I know, and it's just really hard, isn't it? Because as part of the Trussell Trust, we want to help people overcome the root cause of food crisis and poverty, and whether that's looking at helping people, making sure they're getting all the benefits that they need and deserve, and all of those things, whether it's debt that's fueling it or whichever reason. But when it just comes to actually you're on a low income and actually you're on universal credit and there's kind of nothing you can really do about it, then it's really, really difficult to help people. And you can just do what you can do, which is to give them the food that they really urgently, vitally need.
Katie, what do you think can be done to help this situation?
Well, I think there are two things. One is we need emergency support right now, and we would have liked to have seen much more laser-targeted support and a greater amount of support in today's announcement. So there's definitely something about well-targeted emergency help. But thinking longer term, how have we got into this situation? It's because our rate, this support that's available through the basic rate of benefits is at the lowest it's been for 30 years. And that's part of the reason that is driving people to need to use the food banks that we were just hearing about. And so we need to make sure that our social security system is providing that support, is preventing hardship, and is supporting people to build better lives for themselves, because that's what ultimately it should be doing.